Alright, hopefully on the final stream of One Shot. Last time, I went through all of the Glen. I really enjoyed that area, but that was a bit short. And then got a start on the city. Right now, I'm currently at the point where you have to get a library card from George the librarian. I think the current puzzle I need to figure out how to solve is how to get the picture, because there's the lens puzzle. I tried to brute force and failed after not that long, realistically. I'm a bit lost on where to go, honestly, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. Or worst case scenario, I can just look it up like I did in the wastes, so I'm not walking around for half an hour again, figuring out what I need to say. So let's get started. Oh, I need to click. Oh, AJ, let me know when you're back. I don't know why this keeps happening. Oh, that was all this time. I thought this little start of the little startup conversations were a bit longer than that, or at least I remember them being. Maybe it's just for the first few because they don't expect you to beat this game in that many sessions. I have no clue where I'm going, but I'm sure I'll find something there. I always, I think I've said this before, but I do really like the lighting effects in this game. For pixel art, it works really well. If the city runs out of light, well, I don't want to think about what happens then. Yeah, I think I've done that dialogue already. I think the scientists are where I need to go to figure out the order of the lenses, but I'm not sure. Okay. Beep boop. This is the printer room where machine prints are made. Also robots. Yeah, I've definitely been here. I think I just need to head up and hope I find something. The security system has been temporarily deactivated. Would you like to reset it? I don't think I would want to go through that again. It was a very basic puzzle, all things considered. But okay, I guess Nico didn't want to do it. There's a guy getting succumbed to the void, just having a good time. Oh, and the spinning robot. I cannot stop spinning. I don't know if I've ever seen a headless robot before, but it's quite a sight to behold, and also quite dangerous. And the TV head guy who is definitely not a robot, because in universe rules. Oh hey, you're back. Can I help you with anything else? Yeah. Do you know how I can get a library card? A library card? You'll have to ask the library for that. I tried. I needed to see the head librarian, but I can't get to see her without a library card. But at the same time, she's the one who gives out library cards. Really? Eh, that sounds like George, all right. Sorry you caught her on a bad day. Oh, wait, I know. I can just give you my library card. It won't be hard for me to get another one. Wow, thanks. There, you're all set, I think. Wait, shoot. I forgot the front desk library bots have facial recognition, and my photo on the card won't match you, unless I tape a photo of my face to your face. Um, that was a joke. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and the robot will take it anyway. Worst comes to worst, you can always find somewhere to take a photo. So this is where I did end up having to go, just not for the reasons I anticipated. I always forget that if I tab out, it's going to... Yeah, that if I tab out, it's going to click me off that tab. And I can't control Nico anymore. That's what I was trying to say. I'll figure out this whole speaking thing eventually. One day. Now I need to remember how to get to the library after a week. I know I'm gonna have to go to the photo place and figure out the lens puzzle first, but I feel like there's probably dialogue if I head there, so... The red water in this area looks cool. I really like how they've built this world. Like, the first area wasn't great with it, but they managed to make this really odd world when you consider everything, and somehow still managed to make it feel real. Authenticating barcode, executing facial recognition, photo match failed. It seems you do not resemble the owner of this card. You cannot use this card. Bummer. So, like, what happens if someone just has their face change over time? Like, if you go through puberty, does your library card just not work anymore in this universe? Alright. Now I need to remember where the lens puzzle was. I didn't think the library was this disconnected from everything else. Oh yeah, the lens puzzle was up through the alley. Yep. And then there's the worker guy I have to talk to. I think he gave me a hint on where to go for that. Or I went too far, didn't I? Actually, have I... I don't think I've been down here. It's strangely warm in this room. Oh, a cat. Are you lost? Me? Do you wish to join us? Join your cats? Yes, but I'm not a cat. I don't walk on four legs like they do. You have cat eyes. My ears are normal. My eyes are normal people eyes. Well, normal back home. Your hat is shaped like a cat, but I'm just a person. You are still welcome here. I protect lost people as well. Thanks, but I'm not lost though. I've got AJ to guide me. I see. It's warm here. Yeah, this was my original purpose. Watching cats? Warmth. Oh, it's a nice purpose. Oh. Oh, you look tired. Do you wish to rest? We can't sleep now. AJ and I got stuff to do. I see. Like, you haven't slept at multiple points throughout this game already, Nico, but it's a faded flyer. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been back here before. A curious marking on the wall. It looks like a ram. So this will be important later. Good thing I got here. It was this guy's house where I picked up the lenses. Yep. I still really want to know what's going on with the author. I know that's going to happen in not too long, but it's something that feels like is going to be really important for the direction of the game past that point. And yeah, no Fox still. This game does a good job building up the mystery of what's happening. Alright, and Worker Guy was, yep, all the way over here. Well, good luck. Oh, does he not give me the hint on what I need to do again? Hey kid, want some soup dumplings? They're guaranteed to contain only a minimal amount of industrial byproducts. I'll pass. Which, I mean, hey, that's probably better than most things you can get here in the real world. It smells kind of nice. What is it? Breaded fish. I toasted the bread myself. I see. Breaded fish actually doesn't sound bad though. Like, isn't that literally just fish sticks? Just fish with breading on it and fried? Are you here for photos? Actually, yeah. I need to take a picture for reasons. Well, I got good news and bad news. The good news is that the photo center is right behind me. The bad news is that it doesn't work, right? You're catching on quick. After operations ended in the Barrens, this place got shut down. All the engineers lost their jobs and became street vendors. Maybe Agent and I can figure it out from them. That's good. It would certainly help people with expired IDs, like me. Okay, so it's the street vendors I have to get it from. I just had to initiate the dialogue first. Can you tell me how to fix the camera? It's been a while. Pretty sure that the bulgy lens goes on one of the ends, but I forget which. Alright, let me get out paper so I can write down what I need to do. So that's the convex on one of the ends. 1, 4. Convex, 1, 4. You used to be one of the camera engineers, right? The camera? Oh, joyous memories. We went through thick and thin together. And by that, I mean the concave lens did. So concave is between thick and thin, I believe, is what that means. Alright. Is there anything you remember about how to work the camera? Let me see. When arranging the lenses, make sure that the thin lens is positioned between the two curved ones. Alright. So, thin between the curved ones. Alright. Just reorganizing how I'm writing this. That was arranging the lens to make sure the thin lens is positioned between the two curved ones. Alright. So I think that means the order is thick, concave, thin, convex. Can you tell me how to get the camera working again? Yes, certainly. The thick lens should be positioned to the left of both curved lenses. Alright, so I think that's it. T, C, H, X. Alright. So did I get it right? That's thick, concave, thin, convex. Oh, it worked. I didn't even need all the hints. Cheese? Ouch, my eyes. So now I just combine this with the library card. It's a photo of me. Are my eyes always that big? Photo of Nico and Kip's library card. Oh. I have to use the glitter glue, don't I? The back of the photo is covered in glue and glitter. The card has my face on it now. And I can head over to the library and use it. I am very glad I actually remembered there was a run button at the start of this stream. I didn't last time, and I spent the entirety of the Glen just walking everywhere. And I was thinking, wow, these hallways are a bit long for how fast the movement speed is. And it turns out there was a reason for that. So now just, yeah, this is the library. It's amazing how I've never really gotten lost in this game, despite the fact that the areas all kind of look the same within each zone. Authenticating barcode. Executing facial recognition. Photo match successful. You're good to go. Have a nice day, Miss Kip. Maybe I should have changed the name. Oh, this song. Or jingle, I guess it is. Oh, hello there. You must be the savior. Also, the cutest darn thing I've ever seen. Um, um, thank you. Can I help you with anything, sweetie? Mm-hmm. I want to know what I should do next. I think I'm supposed to go into the tower? Oh, that's right, the tower. I know there's a small room that you can go into, but I'm afraid nobody knows how to get in beyond that. Not even silly old me, who spent her entire life reading books about the world. Ah, I think you need some help from AJ, but I don't know any details. I've never found any books about this before. You'd think that there would be at least one book on this, but I guess that's just how it is. Goodness, this is quite the dilemma. A book that is poking up from the shelf. More huge walls of text to get through. At least it's towards the start of this stream and my voice hasn't been worn out yet this time. Another fruitful visit to the Great Prophet today. She seemed high in spirits. She told me that she saw another glimpse of the Messiah's arrival, more vivid than ever before. The Messiah will wake up in a dark house. She said the vision included lights from a window and the sound of footsteps on a wood floor. Regrettably, she is unsure of the house's location. Rachis was also present at the meeting. I ended up visiting his house later, and we swapped notes. He has been very vigilant on recording the Prophet's day-to-day musings, and his writing has been significantly more legible today. His children were endearing as ever. The older child, Calamus, has expressed an interest in reading. I offered to teach him as I did his father. There's a black clover on the symbol of this book. There's a black clover symbol on the cover of this book. Hey, this other book has a clover on its spine. And the rest of these books, too. Are they all about clovers? Of course not, dear. The black clover is sort of the author's name, you see. Oh, actually, we don't know his name. He just uses a clover to mark his work, is all. So, he wrote all of these books? He's a trooper, that. Book is poking out from the shelf. Ah, this looks like a sketchbook of some sort. Another 9/10/42/22, Wednesday. Another still life with some objects on my desk. Still not very good, but Silver can recognize the objects at least. 9/10/45/23, Thursday. Various sketches. Practice. The book is poking out from the shelf. Hey, I think this book is actually about clovers. Although its pigmentation is primarily black, the leaves display incredible iridescence when exposed to sunlight. These curious plants are the most resilient and can even thrive in metallic sand in harsh climates of the barrens. In the Glen, it can also grow directly on top of the moss layer without competing with the moss for resources. Radiocarbon dating of fossils suggests these plants may be the first life forms to colonize our world. Okay, so I know now the author is from this world because he said our world, I think at least. Book is poking out from the shelf. Thankfully, Dr. Silverpoint's team was able to replicate our prototype. On the right is an updated sketch of some of the modifications of the external design. More importantly, we used a radically different architecture for the microprocessor due to limited resources this time, but it still should be capable of delivering the late prophet's message. The team suggested that taming was a lost cause, and its profit bot, blue phosphor in the eye, rounder look, redesigned internal audio receptor, compatible with longer clothing, wireless signal amplifier. So they're basically giving reasons why he looks like that. Oh, dream sequence time. It's a stack of blank papers. It's a stack of blank papers. Boxes full of manuscripts. A book on the ground. But she deeply believed in the multiverse theory. Regarding alternate versions, she likened the probability to the rolling of dice. Recently, I found that theory easier and easier to believe, but I could not describe it very well back then. Nevertheless, I still wrote it to the best of my abilities. After all, I felt only right to honor her this way. There are 6. Which one did you encounter? I feel like that 6 isn't about the multiverse for some reason. Can I help you with anything else, dear? If you have any questions about books, well, I am a librarian. Does she have like a randomized personality depending on what side her face is or something? The fridge is full of bottled water and takeout boxes. Alright, now for the dream sequence. I don't think this is a good time for a nap, AJ. Oh, never mind. It is not time for a dream sequence. Okay. I keep a copy of every single book I helped him publish. Feel free to read anything you'd like, dear. There's a couple of picture books that you might be interested in. Oh, even the painting is books. Okay. And the computer? The computer screen says something about updated databases. So you've taken an interest to the manuscripts. What are they for? Well, aren't you a curious little one? The author passed these drafts to me, you see. Since I'm the head librarian, I am supposed to help him publish these. But oh, I haven't seen that gentleman lately, which is quite strange. He usually delivers these manuscripts to me faster than I can work on them. I guess now it just means that I get a little more breathing room. Oh, that's good, right? I don't know. I am quite worried about him. I hope he hasn't fallen ill from all that stress. At least I got my hands full for the time being. Even though he stopped sending me things, it doesn't feel like he did at all. This pile of manuscripts, I still need to proofread. Doesn't seem to get smaller, haha. Looks like a scanner. Or wait, I have to use the strange journal. Oh, I do have this book. I think it's written in some sort of words I don't recognize. Really now? May I take a closer look, dear? Here. Oh, oh my. Where did you find this? Somewhere in the Barrens. Oh, we found it in a safe. Right, AJ? Hmm. I think I'm supposed to translate this for you. Is it alright if I hold on to the journal for now, sweetheart? It might take a little while, I'm afraid. Go for it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you poor baby. Goodness, you must have worked so hard to help us. I think you deserve a nap, no? A nap does sound nice. I have a guest room upstairs. It's just down the hall to the right. I almost completely forgot that I had that book in my inventory and was wondering how I would get through, so it's a good thing I can just kind of look through everything and guess. I'm a little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Alright. I am going to preemptively switch to window view just to be safe. I just have to remember which of my display captures is which. Okay, that was the wrong one. Okay, there it is. Oh, I guess you saw my dream? That was... Come on, let's go. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good sign for things to come. Had a good nap, dear? Mm-hmm. Wonderful. I have the translation ready for you now. Looks like this journal might be meant for AJ. Oh, here, why don't you take a look? Greetings, AJ. If you can finally read this, that means you are near the tower. The tower is the domain of an elusive entity. This is being connected to the world. Or this being is connected to the world. For now, you can think of it as the spirit of the world. It has no physical form, but it can communicate through computers and other machinery. You know who I'm talking about, of course. When you first arrived here with our savior, it no doubt contacted you right away. Through its own means, the entity will guide the both of you to the tower. The entry room is at the tower's base. Not only do you need the sun there, but also 3 pieces of the previous sun. The savior will not be able to do anything there. You, AJ, on the other hand, look at the pattern on the floor. Do as it says. The window will be gone, so you need to bring it back. That is all there is to translate. Looks like the other pages have been torn out. Oh, quite a shame. I was wondering what that window was supposed to mean. Oh well, I guess AJ can figure that one out. Right. Oh, what does it mean by 3 pieces of the previous sun? I only have this sun. That means the stuff containing yellow phosphor. They glow for a very long time, so people call them pieces of the sun sometimes. Oh, I do have a piece of amber and a feather, and they're both glowing yellow. Very good, dear. And I can help you with the last one. Oh, it looks like you. I know, isn't it silly? But now you'll have something to remind you of the library. Ah, thank you. Good luck now, sweetie. I wish you safe travels. Okay, so it turns out I probably could have finished the city last stream if I just, like, played for. Oh, that was almost half an hour. Yeah, maybe not. It feels like it's been a much shorter time than it has. Hey, AJ, do you remember where the cafe is? Oh, wait, I think I remember. It's up the elevator, and then we take a right and go down some stairs. I'm asking because, well, I'm a little hungry. Actually, I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten anything since I got here. So, is it okay if we get some food before we enter the tower? I hope they have pancakes. I wish I took a little bit to look at that one Nico sprite. I didn't see it until I'd already hit X to move on. But it was really cute, and I wanted to look at it for a few seconds. I feel like we'll see it again when Nico gets their pancakes. This elevator goes back up the catwalks. We need to press a button if we. Oh. I probably should have realized that, considering there was a whole quest to repair the elevator button. Mm-hmm. Alright. I want to see what the cafe guy is like, because this game's done a really good job of giving every character their moment to shine. And I feel like they're going to do something with him. Maybe like the worker guy shows up again. Oh hey, you're back. Did you manage to fix the elevator? Mm-hmm. AJ and I went to the surface already. And well, I remembered there being a cafe here. Do you have pancakes? We sure do. Wait, I don't have any money. Maybe I can help you wash dishes or something? No, no, it's on the house. The least I can do for the savior, right? Here, why don't you take a seat? I'll go fry some up for you. Pancakes. Yeah, I was right. I think this is the sprite I was talking about. These pancakes are so good. Thank you so much. No problem. I look really hungry. Yeah, I thought this would be my last chance to eat something before I go into the tower. Ah, gotcha. So I guess pancakes are your favorite food? Mm-hmm. Well, almost. My favorite food in the world are the special pancakes that my mama makes. She likes to pick hazelnuts and grind them up into the batter. Oh wow, that sounds amazing. They taste amazing. She always made them for me when I was feeling sad, or lonely, or no, no. I really miss her. I just have a bad feeling all of a sudden. Am I even here to save the world? People have always been saying how the sun won't fix anything. I don't even know why I'm here. Just want to see my mama again. Oh, there. It's gonna be okay. And I'm sure you'll be able to save the world. You're a tough kid. You managed to get this far already, right? Yeah, but. And you'll get to go home afterwards, right? Right. Hey, want some more pancakes? It's okay. I'll be fine. So, yeah, thanks for coming by. hmm Thanks for listening. And for the pancakes. No problem. Good luck. Oh, so now, more than ever, I am getting the feeling that the ending is going to be what I said it was. I think at the end of last stream, it might have been earlier than that, where you have a choice. Either put the sun back or get Nico back home. And you can't do both. Because trying to get that moment with Nico feels like what this game needed to push that Nico ending where you get them back home. hmm Though, honestly, I don't think this game's done a good enough job of convincing you the world is falling apart so far. I guess I'll have to wait for the ending to see that, but it doesn't feel like this world is just totally screwed. It feels like they just have a really weird natural disaster that happens sometimes. It feels like that case they were making was a bit weak. Oh, oh, that's what the hint was for. I have to analyze the pattern on the floor, and then the window will close. Okay. So I have to close the game. Okay, so what do I open next? It's either the Clover or One Shot, and I'm not sure which. Also, I think my stream's like cutting off the top of the screen a little. Oh no, that was just the window view. It's displaying One Shot a little differently than what it's actually like on my screen for some reason. Is this the inside of the tower? It's a lot darker than I thought. Wait, where's the sun? AJ, do you know what happened to the sun? AJ, AJ? Come on now, AJ, say something. No, it doesn't let me type anything. AJ, what's going on? Okay, do I run in one direction for long enough and then I go somewhere, or is this just endless? I'm out of items. Okay. I might have to do something with the Clover.exe now, maybe? I feel like I'd probably get prompted to do that, but I'll keep it open just in case. So what do I do from here? Ooh. Okay. Where do I go? On the topic of the city, though, I find it kind of funny that that area was shorter than the wastes for me, or the barrens, I think they were called, because I just spent so long running in a circle trying to find that one wooden plank. I feel like if I were to run in a direction for long enough and do something, it would have happened by now. So there's something I'm not getting. Do I close the game again, or is there something on my other screen? No? Okay, so ooh. Oh, I accidentally turned off full screen again. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything to happen, but that feels like something that. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just had to wander for long enough, I guess. Hello, Nico. Hello. Congratulations. You are now inside the tower. Are you talking to me now? Correct. But you were always talking to AJ before. Where's AJ has already left. I had to resort to contacting you directly. Wait, so AJ is gone? Just like that? Correct. For good? Correct. AJ has already finished their mission, and so have you, Nico. Here, you can rest now. Everything that's happened here is like a bad dream. When you wake up, you will be home. Oh, but what's wrong? Thought there'd be more to it, you know? Thought we were supposed to go to the top of the tower. Thought there was supposed to be somewhere we need to put the sun in. Now I don't even have the sun anymore, and AJ's just gone. This feels wrong. But you did good. You saved the world, Nico. Are you not happy? I guess I am, but it's just. I never even got to say goodbye to AJ. I'm just gonna wait a second to make sure that this is popping up on stream. I have to wait like a full minute before it gets to this on my side. Or on your side. Okay, it doesn't look like it's showing the text boxes for you. And as for you, AJ, it's just text boxes popping up in like Windows notifications so you can know what's going on. And as for you, AJ, we're done here. Please don't return to this world anymore. I had the feeling the second they said that the computer was the spirit of the world, that that was what was going to be the villain, and that they're probably the one behind the weird glitch effects. And now that is pretty much confirmed. So I open the game again, I think. Okay, I don't think that super loud double note was supposed to happen, but Nico. Hello? AJ? Was that you just now? I thought I heard your voice in my dream. Guess you're still not there. Wait, there's something in my pocket. I don't remember putting it there. Oh, the three pieces of the sun make up a clover. You're still here? Nico, why are you still here? You! Why did you come back, AJ? I told you to stay away. You knew I tried to cut the story short. Is that it? You want more out of me. Is that it? Fine. If you don't want to leave, I'll make sure you never do. Oh. Oh no. Okay, I think I need something to lighten the atmosphere here, so I'm just gonna. This is a bad joke, but I'm just gonna. There. Something lighthearted to make up for this going on. Okay, it won't stay around for long, anyways. So, if the spirit of the world is trying to keep me from finishing the game for whatever reason, then why did it help me in the first place? Why did it give me the hints to all the meta puzzles? Oh, okay. Um, I have no idea how this is appearing on screen or on stream, but right now I have two windows of one shot. Oh, it's playing the dialogue again. I what? Is this intentional? I have two versions of the game running at once. Um, what? I'm not sure this is intentional. Clover, okay, I knew this would be important. Back then, I told you about the entity as little as possible. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Or wait, I know how to do this. I have to put the clover.exe on my second monitor. As two one shots play in the back. Alright. Back then I told you as little about this entity. I told you as little about this entity as possible. Okay? Oh boy, I certainly chose a lot to get into for a first streaming experience. I will figure this out eventually. Okay, so I think I need to like drag this to line up with the clover because it's the same size. I don't think the second one-shot window was intentional. I'm not sure if I can close one of those or not. Okay. Back then I told you as little about the entity as possible. Wait, when did I talk to the author though? Okay. Is lining it up with the clover not the answer? Okay. Ooh, this is very odd. Can I close the other one-shot window, please? I'll at least turn the sound off so the music isn't overlapping. Oh, I can't turn it fully off. It'll just be really quiet. Oh, wow. This is certainly something. Do I just have to, like, keep opening and closing the clover window? No, it's still the same. And it has the big thing cut out of it. Do I have to drag it off screen again? Nope. What do I do with it? I've dragged it over the clover. Do I position Nico in the center or something? Ooh. Oh, hi Derek. You caught me being confused over this puzzle. What do I do? I feel like I'm on the verge with the clover being cut out. Do I have to do something with the second one-shot tab, or was that just a glitch? Like, I don't think you can actually see what's going on. Try making a new display capture to see if I can capture what's actually happening on my screen. Okay, yeah, it looks like that worked. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. OBS, for some reason, whenever it opens a new window, it does them like this. Just a bit long. Okay, so display capture 3, cut off display capture 2. Or did that work? Okay, it looks like it didn't work like I thought it would. Or oh, it's because I still had the game capture open, duh. Okay, that would explain why I was having issues with that. Alright. I feel like I'm supposed to do something with the dragging the clover over the one on screen. I still don't know if it was a glitch that the second window opened up. Oh, this being has a habit of silencing the people who learn of its nature. Okay, so I found what to do, I think. Just head in a direction until something works. Okay, it changed there. Ah, but do not worry. The entity cannot touch you. Left. Alright. Apologies for that. I did not want to put the librarian in danger. I'm not sure if I actually have to drag the clover over it or if I just have to go in a certain direction. But the fact that the clover keeps moving makes me think that I have to keep it hovering over that. Okay, right on there. Up, down, right, left, up, up. Oh, regrettably, I have seen it happen to dear friends. Alright, it's pulled up there. I think I can officially say now that it is a glitch that the second window opened, so I'm going to close it. Or wait, oh, I was talking earlier about how I wanted to get a save right before the ending, and now I have that for free because it opened twice. Apologies for that. I did not want to put the librarian in danger. Or wait, oh, I see now. I think I have to go in the direction the hole is. Yeah, I think. Or not. Okay, opposite direction. Wait. Oh, it's a map. Okay. And I somehow went back. Okay, what? I don't get it. I don't get what I'm doing. I somehow backtracked, I think. Is it changing? No? Okay. What? Um, so up was the answer? This being has a habit of silencing people who learn of its nature? What? Something with the cutout holes, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Um, I know I have to line up the clover mark. I figured that much out. Is it something with the lines? I actually don't think I have my display capture set up to capture cursor. Oh wait, yes I do. The long windows on OBS still get me every time. Okay, I definitely am not getting it. What? Okay, so a square with an opening to the left. Do I go in the opposite direction of the opening? Because that feels like what ended up working. Is it meant to be like an arrow? This is why I said I felt like it would be a horrible idea that I want to do to stream Professor Layton just because I will have no clue what I'm doing and you get to be mad at me for not knowing the puzzles. I have no clue what this game wants me to do. I'll just keep pretending I was working by going in the direction of the holes. Back then I told you as little about this entity as possible. I feel like any sense of atmosphere has been killed right now. Yeah, that won't work. Or wait. Oh! Is it that there's the... Hmm. Each of the clover leaves are different colors? Does that mean anything? The brightest one is up? No, but I wouldn't need to line up the clover if that were the case. What? Is this like actually something obvious, or is it just something you remember from when you first played this game? I'm trying to look at everything there is, but I'm not seeing anything. What? I'm not going to look this up just because I feel like it's probably entertaining to watch this. Entertaining slash infuriating. But wow, I am lost. So, one, one, two, one, one, one. I'm going to feel like an idiot once I get it. Why won't it just be in the direction of the opening, though? Because I've tried that and it doesn't work. Do I have to position Nico, like, where that line is? How long have I been stuck on this? I can check. Okay, yeah, I've been here for like half an hour. It might be time to just look this up. Or I can just have you tell me, actually. Because I feel like I might come across a spoiler on accident if I look up endgame stuff. I know I have to line up the clover with the one in the bottom right, and that's as far as I've gotten. Alright, can you give me a hint, please? Because I am very thoroughly lost. I'm just gonna keep heading in directions until I find. Oh, it changed. This being has a habit of silencing the people who know of its nature. Oh, look at the pattern it makes when you put it on there. Four squares. Oh god. I have no clue how most combination locks work, so I feel like I'm going to be an idiot with this. So it's the direction Nico came from. Hmm. What? Oh, apologies for that. I did not want to put the librarian in danger. It's the walls of a room. Er, oh, go in the direction that's obscured, maybe? And just keep leaving the room. All I can think of with that is to keep going in the direction the tear is pointing, but I've already done that and it didn't work. That's what I've been trying. I already said out loud, are the tears like a map? And I tried to follow them like that, and it didn't work. Yeah, I'm trying to leave the room, and it isn't working. That's what my initial thought was, and I've been trying it for half an hour. Yeah, I know. Right now the direction is up. I keep going up. Paper is the same. The paper has not changed, so I can't go in a different direction. That was my literal first thought when I saw this puzzle. Oh, it changed. Regrettably, I have seen it happen to dear friends. Alright, over the clover. Right now, I think. Okay, I think I might have just, like, gotten off the main path somehow, and there's, like, a whole room designed for this. So now I have to get back on or something. Yeah, I think what might have happened is I just wandered around, and the way this is programmed is like an actual physical space, so now I'm way off the path and I can't follow it. I'll try doing this in the other window. See if anything happens there. Alright. Head to the right, I think. Actually, wait. That is one way I can use the two windows. Drag the paper over one, and then move on the other. Yeah, I might have broken the game. Or does the paper not update with this one? I'll try moving around and seeing if it ever updates. Because I'm not sure this was programmed to handle having two games open at once. Oh, alright. Move up. It does update with this one. Okay, back then I told you... What? How do I keep moving back? Eventually, I will be able to figure out what's going on with this. God, it's like 40 minutes now I've been trapped in this area. Okay, I'm just going to imagine this like a 3x3. Alright. So I think I'm either to the left or right. Wait. I'm going to try and make an artificial map of what's going on. Can I? So I moved to the up and it gave me the hint. Yeah. I think maybe the fact that I have two games open might be causing the issue. So I'm going to close one. Alright. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, so I have to head up here, I think. I think I'm just going to restart the game. Okay. Open up. No, I can't do that yet. One shot. Oh. Okay. This is not over. Regardless of what the entity told you, there's more to the story. Documents slash iGames slash one shot. Look for this symbol. Once it is active, please relaunch the game. See you soon. Okay, and that's up on both my monitors. Alright. Wait, but it won't let me close it though. Okay, where is Task Manager? Not even Task Manager can save me. Okay, never mind, it did. Okay, thank you, game. Alright, I already got through all of this. Yeah, I already read all this, so I'm gonna speed through it. Alright. You're still here, Nico. Are you still here? Alright, so head to the right. Okay, I think I fixed it. I apologize for this being has a habit of silencing people who learn of its true nature. Yeah, so I did just break the game. Regrettably, I have seen it happen to dear friends. But not to worry, the entity cannot touch you. Yeah, I broke the game, nor can it do anything to me. I already left the world on my own terms. I never meant for the entity to exist. But now it is fully sentient. But now that it is fully sentient, one thing became clear. The entity seeks death. Death to itself, death to the world. You have already seen the scars. Right now, the entity is doing everything it can to impede your progress for stalling for even a few minutes. Before you inevitably bring the sun to the tower's summit. That is where you, God, will make the final judgment for the world. Of course, the entity will contact you again there. And when it does, it will trick you into shattering the sun. This will end the world instantly. No, no. It is not that simple. I'm sorry. I do not know what to do in a situation like this. But I think I have to tell you the truth. The sun is the Messiah's tie to the world. As long as the sun is intact, the Messiah remains trapped here. Okay, so shattering the sun may terminate this world, but it is also the only way for the Messiah to return home. Okay. Yeah, I called it. I knew it would be a Return Nico Home or Return the Sun ending. And actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna see if I can get two tabs open again so I can get both the basic endings this time around. Oh, I can. So I don't need to mess around with save files or anything. I just have to keep this open in the background. Okay, never mind. I cannot do that. So yeah, it might have actually been having two tabs open that broke the game. Oh, and now I'm making the light bulb symbol. This is honestly such a cool puzzle, though. Just generally messing around with the actual windows. I did not realize things could end up like this. Please forgive me. It's the light bulb. Thank goodness it's safe. I guess AJ isn't coming back. AJ? Is that really you? I thought you were gone. Oh, I was feeling a bit scared back there. Thought I was completely alone. But that was silly of me to assume, wasn't it? Guess we need to figure out where to go now, and... The sun! It lit up on its own. Guess I should pick it up, right, AJ? It's the house. I recognize the layout. Though it is neatly stacked in the fireplace. So whose house is this? Oh, and it's before it was ruined. There's nothing in the fridge. It's a sink. Ad infinitum. It won't turn on. Wonder where that light is coming from. Oh, and back to the mirror glitch. It's a mirror. Just a toilet. It's a metal bathtub. Wait. Who has metal bathtubs, though? It's a little treat. Okay, the door out. I think that's where I have to go. Oh, and this is the part I've never been to. So you actually made it here. I guess you win, AJ. I'll tell you how to save the world then. When you reach the summit, shatter the light bulb and... So all the doors are locked? I'm just humoring you. I know you've been getting help from a certain someone. He already told you about the choice, didn't he? Are you still planning to save the world, AJ? Why are you trying so hard for this? Haven't you even figured out what this world is? I told you at the beginning, your mission is to help Nico leave. Because Nico isn't a part of this world. Nico is the only thing worth saving here. The final choice is up to you. I can't go against my programming. You only have one shot, AJ. If you choose to smash the light bulb, then Nico wakes up back home like it was all a dream. But if you let Nico return the sun, the child will have to bear the weight of this sacrifice. At least tell Nico the truth. You do care about Nico, don't you? So, does the spirit of this world still have control over it if you return the sun? Sure is taking a while. Guess this elevator leads to the top of the tower, AJ. Are you excited, AJ? We're finally gonna save the world. And I know it's for real this time, because you're here. And then, we'll get to home for real this time, too. I can't wait to see everyone again. Are you okay, AJ? You seem a little quiet. I'm listening. What, what's that supposed to mean, AJ? What? But won't that end the world? I don't want that to happen. So, what happens when we save the world? What happens to me? You don't... So this is where the sun belongs. If I put the sun here, we'll be able to save the world, right? But if I want to go home, I'll have to break it. Oh, AJ, what should I do? What's the right thing to do? Oh, play without full screen? Uh, I think it's too late to go back. Well, I am going to get the other ending if I can figure out how to just like do that without manipulating save files. I might actually still have to do that because the game does save all your previous saves. Oh, it's not. Okay, hold on. Okay, there it is. Is that better? I can see it in my little window, but I have to wait a second to see if it's actually playing. I'm not seeing any movement. Hold on. Why is now the time this happens? I'll make a new game capture and see if that helps. Hold on. It's working on my end. I have to see if YouTube catches up. Oh, and you got to see the stupid long OBS window again. Okay, it's working. Thank you. We still haven't really learned who the author is, though. So now I have to consider which one of these I do. Ugh. Something that's still really uncertain about the Return the Sun route is the spirit of the world still there and in charge? So is the world still doomed if I return it? Because it wants to destroy everything, but I don't know what will happen to it if I return the sun. But at the same time, if it was able to destroy the world in an instant anyways, I don't think it would have been so just direct about you wanting to return or wanting to return Nico home. So that's why they made Nico such a over the top cute goofball character, is so you'd feel bad about killing them. You still don't know what happens to Nico. I think I'm going to return the sun. You're right. I can't just leave everyone here to die. Thank you for your help, AJ. I promise I'll be okay. Wait, wait, do you not see what happens? Or, oh, you do. Okay. Also, yeah, I did do some research into the endings, so I know that in the original RPG Maker version, once the game was finished, it would alter it so you can't start it up again. And there was also another secret ending, or secret quotation marks, where if you quit the game, you'd get a bad ending, and you had to play it all in one sitting. I'm just gonna take in the ending for a bit. So is my wallpaper going to go back at some point? Is it going to put my wallpaper back? Also, wow, this is loud. Actually, is it even capturing that? Oh, it is, but I have to switch to display capture. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so I think I'm just stuck on this screen. Yeah, but it still hasn't brought my wallpaper back. Please, can I get my wallpaper back? And now to see if I can get my saves altered. Copying it to my USB drive. Is it on there? Yes, it is. I have to wait for Windows to decide what I can do with it. Just have to figure out how to Move it. It's getting moved to kid named Finger. Can I switch this to... So I have to change that to save.dat, I believe. Oh boy, Google time. I did not mean to open Discord. I'll try opening the game just like this and seeing what happens. It might just break it, I don't know. Okay, so it started a new save file. Oh. And then it crashed. Task manager, save me. Oh no, it's appearing on the window that crashed. Okay, so can I close it? Yeah, oneshot.exe is not responding. I think I broke it. We'll copy them all to the USB drive, then move all of them back and see if that makes things any better or worse. This will probably not end well. Well, it has the saves in backup. I am still going to go back through and try to get all of the endings. Okay, yeah. So that's just straight up a new save file. I know that there was like a new ending to the remake that tries to answer more questions. I know there's something I can do to get saves back. I want to at least get the Return Nico home ending before the end of this stream. I know that's something I can easily just look up on YouTube, but okay. Open. I feel like I do not know what to do here. Sure, open in WordPad. Yeah, I feel like this is probably going to require some programming stuff I have no clue what to do with if I want to get a file back. So I'm gonna drag save.dat back. Yeah, and that just pulls up the ending. I'll figure it out before next stream. That is all. So for now, I'm just going to open up to the one shot, or not, to one shot again, and on that one screen, and just talk about my thoughts on the game there. Hmm. Oh, and I forgot to mention the one missed opportunity joke I realized I could have done, then didn't. When the game does its like fake out ending when you meet the spirit of the world, it like closes the game preemptively and says, "Yep, that's it. The story's over. The world's saved." I really should have right there gone, "Damn, what a cliffhanger ending." Two shot when that came into my head right after I got past that, and I'm so mad I didn't say it. So kind of a disaster of a final stream, honestly. Mainly just because I broke the game and then couldn't figure out how to load saves. Oops. Oh, and one more issue. I completely forgot to record the video of that. So if I want to use any footage from this stream, I'm going to have to download the re-upload. That's going to be one more issue. But the game itself, I already gave my thoughts on every individual area except the tower, I think. The tower itself was a really good conclusion, but I feel like it would have been better if there was a bit more build up to some of that, or more answers given to. I know the ambiguity of some of it is very much so the point, but it feels like it was a bit too ambiguous sometimes. Like, I cannot break my programming coming from the spirit of the world means it's a program of some sort, but who exactly is the author and how did they leave the world? Or, oh, I think I just put together how the author left the world. They were the one attached to the old sun. Oh, and that's why the sun was destroyed, because the author wanted to escape the spirit of the world, and to do that, they had to destroy the sun. Okay, I take everything else I said back. It's not vague. It's not too vague. It's that there's a lot to dig into, and it feels like there isn't quite enough time to do it. But I think that might be on purpose. Okay, I'm gonna need to rethink my thoughts a little. I really enjoyed the game, and I think it's kind of a shame that this has basically forever been cursed to live in Undertale's shadow. Like, I don't think there's any way to get around that with one shot, is that it's really just a slightly different version of Undertale to a lot of people, and I see why. It has all the meta elements and a very similar premise where you're playing a character from another world you have to get home but are still a distinct entity from them. All the meta stuff in there, and just the focus on small character interactions in each area. There's a lot of similarities between the two, but honestly, personal opinion, this really is an AJ moment in all red text on my screen. I know there are more answers given in the Solstice ending, I know is what it's called, and I'm not sure how to get that. I will make sure to go back and get that, but I will be taking a next Sunday off from streaming. But aside from that, I think after the first area, it really did improve. That first area just kind of sucked in general. There was only two characters there to get attached to, one of which was Profitbot, who was basically just lore dump for the start of the game, and Silver, who was one of the more forgettable ones, honestly. And then the puzzles were just very uninspired, that area, I think. In general, I don't think most of the puzzles were that good. I think that last area in the tower was easily the best puzzle wise, even if it wasn't that hard to figure out and it was a lot of the same. Having to drag the windows on top of each other to figure out what you need to do was just a really cool concept, and it made the last area a lot better. Though I think some of those went on for a bit too long, like the the tile panel things where you had to step on and get into a certain pattern. But yeah, I think it really is such a shame this game's in Undertale's shadow for most of its life, really, because really, I don't think Undertale is that good. Honestly, it feels like it thinks it's better than it is. I think most of its value just lies in a cute, charming game to play for a little while, and not really in anything deep. But it feels like Undertale tries to be deep. I think this one just has a lot more to sink your teeth into. I'm actually going to go back on what I said. I think it's good that so much stuff was left vague for you to figure out, etc. Because compared to Undertale, I know this is probably an overdone comparison, but it's really hard not to do with this game, honestly. Undertale kind of answered all its questions, aside from one you really had to go digging for, where there wasn't really a good answer either. Just, it felt like a much more complete experience, honestly, even though it, by definition, didn't answer everything. I think the color coded areas could have been done better, though. Like, it was based on RGB, I think, because even though the Barons were purple and not blue, but then they showed up as blue in the ending with the three pieces of the sun. But I feel like the color palettes just got so similar in the same area, it became tedious. Then again, the puzzles felt a bit underutilized. Even the creative ones having to use windows, it feels like they didn't really go that far beyond what they needed to. Aside from that last one, of course, the tower was easily the best area, but I think it kind of had to be with this premise. I usually don't like when games do meta aspects, but this game really made it work. I think part of that was because this was one of the first games to really do that super heavily. I know the first was Metal Gear Solid, of all things, and that's what actually inspired this game to do all its meta aspects. Which, that feels like it's just a bit different. If anything else, I think it needed to encourage you to question what was going on just a bit more. It felt like it was trying a bit too hard to let you just lean in and wait for it to answer things for you. I know I definitely questioned things too much, or enough to figure them out, but it felt like sometimes it was going to answer all its questions until the end. Though I do think it got a bit too full of itself with the whole you only have one shot thing, where like you have to delete your save file before you not delete your save file, actually like actively mess around in the game's saves to create a new one. I get why it did that, but at least it's not the original where you had to play it all in one sitting or else you lost. I think it is a bit full of itself in that aspect, but for the most part, it felt like it knew exactly how deep it was, and that's something I have to praise. A lot of stories don't really know that. I feel like I'm kind of disjointed here, sorry. I'll probably be able to put my full thoughts better when I actually do a video on this. Yeah, the world building was great, and I think easily the best part was the characters. It felt like every minor character did just enough to be memorable. Like I said, Silver is a bit less interesting than the rest, but past that, they were all charming. Yeah, I think I can see why you think that, but it feels like something that adds to the experience sometimes, but also takes away from it sometimes. It's a decision with mixed impact, and I think I'm on the side of it takes away a bit more than it adds for me, at least. It is still, in the end, a game. And again, these aren't going to be my best thoughts on it. I just finished it and haven't really had time to let things sit. I feel like it might be best if I wait a week or two, then start making just a quick thoughts. What do I think of the game after playing through it? Release that, and then go back through and see everything I missed, give everything a second look through, and try to get the Solstice ending, I think is what it's called. The one that answers everything. And also watch the others on YouTube. I'll probably do that streaming too. I think where my issue lies in the you only have one shot thing is there's going to be people who just naturally want to see both. Always and every time. You're going to get people who do that. Even if you do your best to make sure that everyone only plays through it once, you're still gonna get people who make sure they do it twice. And I feel like they just kinda got too ahead of themselves in that. It's an issue that I don't think really had a particularly good answer, and there's very much so room to talk about how else it could have been handled, but I'm not sure there was really a fully good way to do it anyway. Yeah, the characters. I feel like Nico maybe could have used a bit more, honestly. Comparing the weight of every other character in the game you met to just Nico getting home, I think that much is at least. It feels like it's not quite even, but I think that's something that always happens with multiple endings. Is no matter how hard you try to balance the fact that there is no better option, there's always going to be one that seems just a bit better. Another thing I can criticize, I think, is just. Hmm, what was I going to say? Yeah, actually, I feel like I really can't properly summarize what I think of this game right here and now. I really have to wait a little. I mentioned doing this with like the Wild Arms and Breath of Fire games when I actually finish playing those, but I might do a just unscripted what do I think of this game, or probably partially scripted actually, so I don't have to stumble all over my words. Because I don't think I can really explain everything this soon after I finished it and on the spot. These final thoughts have been an absolute mess. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do a stream next Sunday. I think that was actually something that got ruined for me from this game. I think a big part of this is the experience of the game you don't expect to be attached. You see a small pixel art indie game and think it'll be fun and quick with no strings attached. That's what Derek said in chat, but that's not really something I got to go through with this game. I think part of what made this what it was is that it was made in an environment where indie games didn't often look like this. In a world before Undertale came out, I think seeing a game like this that gets you super attached to the characters and world above all else just out of some indie company would have been a lot more surprising. But nowadays, that's very standard for indie games. I think this game has really just suffered from the direction that indie games went in, but in that aspect, it's also really ahead of its time. I think it was like 1 or 2 years before Undertale, which really started that whole trend of indie games being emotional and character based, but still short. Just the quirky the quirky Earthbound inspired indie RPG memes you've all seen. This was like that before that actually happened, but I think the fact that it has happened kind of made it lose some of its impact, honestly. And that's really my final thought I think I want to give on it. Next Sunday, I think I'll take off from streaming because these last 2 Sundays in a row have been kind of packed with things for me to do, and it's been all leisure activities, but still just a bit stressful. I think I want just 1 week where I don't have to worry about doing anything on Sunday up next. But in the time between then and now, I'm also going to try to start at least scripting a video for One Shot. I'll still try to think if I want to do just my quick thoughts on the game and then the spotlight of it, or just go straight into the spotlight. But that'll start here soon, which means I also have to find a video editing software to use pretty quickly. Whatever my first video is will probably be an absolute mess, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say on the subject. It's been fun. I'm glad this is what I did to stream first, even if it has kinda not been the best on my end. I haven't been great at making sure I fill commentary where it needs to be filled. I think I did at least a good enough job with this game, but part of that is just because there was so much dialogue before anything else. And yeah, see you whenever.